It was supposed to be the crown jewel of the state prison system, the Thomson Correctional Center. While millions of your tax dollars were poured into building this prison, not a dime was available to open it. The Thomson Correctional Center has sat mostly empty for more than a decade. The project became an embarrassment, even for the village mayor.
I never told him I was from Thomson because the first thing, when are you going to open the prison?
Constructed by the state at a cost of $145 million, this maximum security prison was never used for its intended purpose. Taxpayers coughed up millions more just to maintain it. A small handful of minimum security inmates were briefly held behind its fences, only to be moved out a short time later. Now the federal government has used your tax dollars once again to purchase Thomson at a cost of $165 million.
And it's going to create 1,100 good-paying jobs right here in this community, something we desperately need.
Towns fought for these prisons as an economic development tool, and now that the feds have purchased this prison, the promise of jobs is on the table once again.
There's no such thing as Democratic jobs or Republican jobs. They're American jobs, and that's what this is all about.
People are going to be buying homes and cars, and they're going to be putting a breath of life back into the economy.
The state of Illinois hopes to use the money that it received from the feds to pay off the bonds that were used to build this prison and to help pay down the state's massive debt.
That's money that's going to come to the people of Illinois to help pay our bills.
The purchase of this prison by the federal government almost never happened and was delayed for years.
Well, I wanted it to happen 3 years ago, my friend, and I wanted it to happen 2 years ago, and I wanted it to happen last year.
Congressman Frank Wolfe, a Virginia Republican, constantly blocked the purchase of Thomson in the belief the Obama administration would move terrorists from the U.S. detention camp in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, to Illinois.
The law specifically prohibits putting Guantanamo detainees in this prison.
The prison was valued at $220 million in 2009, $60 million more than the federal government actually paid for it. The Thomson prison has 1,600 cells and is surrounded by a 7,000-volt electric fence and a second fence with razor wire. The federal government is expected to add another fence for additional security.